Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to be going over Xpeng, what happened today, and what I'm looking for. Now before we get in this video, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and I appreciate all of the support. Now if you're watching Xpeng today, y'all saw that we had a sell-off. So we actually opened up at 50.76, so we were opened up bullish, and we were looking good until we had this huge red candle, and then we closed this hour at 47.05, and now we're trying to recover a little bit. So we're down $2 on the day, but at one time we were all the way up to 50.71 and 51.03. Let's go down to the 15-minute time frame, see what happened. So right near market open, we just had this aggressive sell-off, and since then we've been testing this support from the underside, which is now acting as a resistance. If you're bullish on Xpeng, this is something you don't want to see, right? We're testing the support from the underside and we're getting rejected. Now, this could just be another dip buy, but if you're bullish on Xpeng, there's a couple things you need to look at. The first thing is we need to get above this resistance, because previously it acted as a support right here and right here. So this support slash resistance is at 48.13. So we are getting rejected by it right now. And then what happens is when you get rejected by a resistance, then you start selling off. If you're bullish on Xpeng, this is something you don't want to see happen. Tomorrow or the rest of the day, which we don't have a lot of time, we got an hour till close. We need to push through support and we need to hold it once again like we did here. Now my stop loss is at 45.81. So if you were taking the same trade as me, perfect. You haven't stopped out yet. You're giving it a little room. Now you can give it even more room than I did, but that's how much room I'm giving it. So my stop is at 45.81. Now if you're holding shares from back here, like at $52 or $60, I wouldn't even worry. I wouldn't even have a stop loss implemented, because you can hold it for the longer term. So you can hold it for 2, 3, 4, 5 months, whatever it takes for Xpeng to go back. Now we are on the road to recovery. I talked about in my previous videos that we held this support multiple times, which is at 43.55, and this was bullish because each time we held it, we bounced. And then on Monday and Tuesday, we started our road to recovery. We got above support, and then we held it yesterday, but then we came screaming down today, and now we're getting rejected by the resistance. We know sellers are up here because we got rejected up here, and we also got rejected up here. So we can have this as a little mini resistance. So if we push back up to this area, we need to keep in mind that we need to get above this little speed bump area right here. Now today, what I'd like to see is maybe a little bit more of a push up. We test resistance, and Thursday, that's when we start going. Thursday, I think we need to get above support so we can hold it, and then Friday we'll have a bullish day. But right now, we are still in this semi uptrend. We had this sell off, we're changing trends, so we based out, and now we're changing back to an uptrend. What you don't want to see is us continue to get rejected and we fall back down to here. That scenario could look like this, where we push up resistance, we get rejected again, and then we fall back down to support at 40.27. We don't need that to happen again, especially if you're bullish on Xpeng. What we need is this scenario right here. We push up to support, we retest it, we push up to this little resistance right here, we consolidate a little bit, and then we blast right through it. This is the bullish case scenario on Xpeng. This is what we need to do. We need to get above this 48 area so we can continue this uptrend, and we don't need to get rejected by resistance, because if we get rejected by resistance, then we're most likely heading back down to the support, or we can head back down to this support and try to confirm this again. But like I said, how many more times can this support hold? It's already hold 4 or 5 times. How many more times until buyers are exhausted and they can't hold that area anymore? So keep that in mind when you're trading Xpeng. But if you're in shares, don't worry. Long term, this is going to do absolutely amazing. As I've talked about in my other videos, I wouldn't panic. I just hold through the roller coaster ride, and eventually we will return back to all-time highs. May take a little bit, but I think Xpeng has a lot of things going for them, especially with their new cars they're being developed, their new technology they're pouring in from the share offering. So there's a lot of bullish things for Xpeng. So just sit tight. But for the time being, this is the area I'm looking at. I'm looking at this resistance so it can become a support again, and then I'm looking at this area right here. If you're trading Xpeng along with me, go ahead, follow the same steps as I do, and we don't really need to get rejected by this resistance, because if we do, we're most likely heading back down, or at least testing this support again. So if you're looking for maybe a better entry or to add on, see if we get rejected, maybe consider adding on right here. Or if we don't get rejected and we push through support, maybe consider adding on to support if we hold it. Anyways, I just wanted to get this video out here, give you a quick little analysis update, daily update on Xpeng. If you do enjoy these daily updates, go ahead and hit that like button for me. It really does help me out. And if you're a new viewer, hope you enjoyed the video and maybe you consider giving me a subscribe. Anyways, I will see you all in the next